having a business meal with colleagues. All right, it are the set of rules or the set of behaviors, set of principles in a person's behavior that one needs to follow while having a business meal with his or her colleague. So some of the rules suggest that you need to be always on time, be always on time. Uh, Wait to sit until whosoever is your host, until and unless he indicates your sitting arrangement or your sitting location, your sitting table. You particularly need to avoid sitting unless and until whosoever has invited you or whosoever is the host, and you are going there as as a guest. So automatically wait to sit until your host or your hostess has indicates the seating arrangement. Then always these are certain things. They stand always on your right side and the right side of the chair and enter from your left. Always put your napkins that are given to you on your lap so as to avoid if in case there is any sort of you've split your food or any sort of things that happen while you're eating. So to avoid any stains on your clothes or any stains anywhere, so what you need to do is put that napkin on lap so that whenever anything such sort of thing or such sort of happening happens, you are aware and you are well protected from it. Decide on your menu selections very quickly and always keep in mind that maybe the host is the other person, but do not always end up buying or end up ordering an expensive item. Go with what you like and do not go with what you like and do not try to waste the food because automatically again bad dining etiquette. Again, wait before starting your meal. Wait for all to be served. Once all people who are sitting on your particular table have received their food and they are ready to eat, then you can begin with your then you can start with your eating. And then and always know that which silverware is to go with which sort of food and accordingly choose and accordingly utilize. In case of your salt and pepper, pass it after using it, pass it on immediately. It should not be like आपने use कर लिया and you kept it there only. Pass it to the other person and same can be followed. Same hierarchy can be followed throughout. Generally, when we're sitting on a table, we pass our food towards the right instead of the left, so that the circle continues in a clockwise direction. All right, we pass our food towards the right, not towards the left. The circle needs to continue towards or in a clockwise direction. And so these certain things, we all are basically aware. Why are we just doing these sort of things? Are just to brushing up your skills a little bit. So for your dining etiquettes are those etiquettes that we require, those etiquettes or those skills or some set of rules that we require whenever we are a part of any sort of whenever we are part of any sort of what do we say a business meal or a business meeting that is handling that is being going on or being handled over a meal. Next thing are your office etiquettes, and your office etiquettes are the things, these are the most important one, as in these are the things basically that we need to know and that we need to have, we need to inculcate in well within ourselves. First one is office etiquette is basically a code of conduct that or a social behavior that we need to follow when we are working in an organization, when we are, well suited or well placed in a particular organization. So it is we adapting to the work culture of that place and adapting to the work culture of our workplace, the set of tools, the set of instructions that go there, and we somehow need to follow those. First of all, you should always show a healthy respect to your colleagues, colleagues based on their expertise and experience. plus healthy respect to colleagues and healthy respect to everyone working in that organization. It should not be the case that आप जिस पोजीशन पे हो उस पोजीशन से जो आपसे नीचे आपके अंडर जो लोग काम कर रहे हैं, you are somehow not being courteous or being respectful towards them, and you're extremely courteous and extremely respectful for people who are working above you. So that should not be the case. In an office, you need to follow the certain set of rules that everybody who is working there is working for one goal, that is company's goal, and automatically your position or the other person's position is not should not somehow hamper that company that one goal that we have in the company, which is the company's goal achievement and fulfillment of that goal. So automatically you need to give or take a gift, or you need to share healthy respect for your colleagues depending upon their experience or their expertise. Secondly, whenever you are going somewhere to work, you need to leave your personal life out at the front door. It should not that your personal life is somehow hampering or somehow sabotaging your professional life. Try to maintain a proper balance between your personal life and your professional life, because again, personal life and professional life both are different. So you need to maintain a proper balance. While at home, keep your professional life out at the front door. जो भी काम का स्ट्रेस है वो बाहर रख के आइए, और whenever you working or entering your company's door, keep your personal matters out, and there you need to only focus upon the professional things of the work that is being provided to you to be covered. And before when just entering into a company, just joining the company as a new joinee, first and foremost thing that you need to that is required of you is to try to inquire about the proper way to respond to your co-workers, like your supervisors or your clients, that who is who, and accordingly you can communicate with them. It should not be like somebody is your senior and you're not showing some sort of respect and you're just chilling out with him. So first and the foremost thing that is important for you people is to just inquire about who is at which position and how do we communicate with that person. Always be on time, because punctuality is a very big issue, and you need to be on time, and be it for your business meetings, be it for your punch in and punch out times, your company, all things go side by side. So you need to you all need to be be timely and be on time basically, and automatically you need to be very much aware about all the things. You need to be very much flexible in your work timings, when it comes to your work timings. You need to be very much flexible. There can be days when you are asked to come on weekends, and you'll be provided with a week off someday later, but because of the demand in work, or demand in production, or demand in work, you're required to come on weekends or work late. Accordingly, the compensation, everything will be provided. So you must be flexible enough to adjust as per the company's requirement, as per the company's needs, and behave in a very certain and behave in a very professional manner, rather than arguing on each and every each and everything, rather than showing some sort of unprofessionalism out there. You need to adjust as per the company's requirement, as per the company's views. That is why they check all your attributes and qualities prior to hiring you, which includes your GDs, in which they check your leadership, team building, your flexibility. So why are these qualities being checked? Because accordingly, when you'll be working in the company, you'll be required to showcase, or you'll be required to be a part of a team, or you'll be required to demonstrate leadership qualities, so as to give that problem a right direction towards solving it. And same goes for your flexibility, as in you need to be flexible with the working hours, with the culture, with you might be asked to relocate to a new place. So accordingly, do relocation to a new place. So accordingly, you need to work upon. You need to be flexible enough and adjust as per the company's needs and your requirements. Then in your business etiquette, in your office etiquettes only, we have a category of your meeting etiquettes, as in automatically when you work in a company, you are required to demonstrate these etiquettes. You're required to talk about, or you're required to be part of meetings. So certain set of rules that we follow while we are set of rules of behavior that we follow when we are in any sort of business meetings. The first one is starting with your handshake. Your handshake always needs to be firm. It should not be. It should not be. It should be firm in the sense that it should not be like you're just squeezing the other person's hand, or it should not be too mild that you're not interested in. So a firm handshake to be there, and then it is very vital that a very good handshake is a very vital part, because again, if it is too loose, it indicates that you're not at all interested, and in case it's too tight or you're squeezing the other person, that it also indicates that you're a sort of a dominating kind of a person. You'll be dominating the meeting ahead. So again, it should be firm enough that it should be firm enough and firm enough so as to you're indicating that yes, we are here to talk about, or we are here to make a deal, or we are in a way courteous enough. So here here is certain way of shaking hands. As you can see, this particularly where you are holding the palm of the other person completely. This is a way to do a proper handshake, whereas you're not either squeezing it tightly, very tightly, or just not like this. All right. So again, this is a proper way to do it. Then the next thing comes is about eye contact. As it is a meeting, it is a group activity again. So we've already talked about your group activities being group discussions only, that it is very much required from your end that your eye contact is changing or is shifting. It is not firm or stagnant towards on a particular person only. Your eye contact needs to precisely move or shift from one person to the other person, covering each and every individual that is present in that meeting. All right. So again, your eye contact while you're doing so, it indicates confidence, that you're confident enough and you're not afraid of people around you. You're here for a good cause and for a good purpose, and you're confident in whatever you're speaking. So again, it also indicates your respect to the other person, that that you're involving him, that they are the person who you're that they are the person who are your target audience for the time being, and you are somehow trying to cover all of them through your eye contact. So it basically your eye contact needs to be moving. It should not stick to one person only while communicating. You need to move your eye contact throughout the room and try to cover each and every individual present in that room or present in that meeting. Then is your introduction again. Before beginning with your presentation, before coming to the calls, you need to automatically introduce the topic and introduce yourself briefly, and what is the cause or what is the agenda behind the meeting that is happening. All right. And like it goes in case of your speeches, while we make introductory speeches in case of your any events, we start with the person who's most important, who is the most high in the designation or high as per the designation order. Start with that person's introduction, start with that, referring to him, and then continue further. And keep your introduction basic and simple. It need not be covered with highly impressive or highly elated words. So these are certain meeting etiquettes before beginning the meeting. What are the things that you particularly need to keep in mind? Next are your netiquette. So when I say netiquette, what actually does it mean? Etiquette को हमें clear है. Etiquette is what? Etiquette is basically the set of rules or set of
Networking with people. I think it's how we networking with how we network with people.
Yes, netiquette basically is net. Net is what your internet. So it is the rules that we need to follow in case of your internet. So netiquette is the correct or the acceptable way of using your internet. Now netiquette, I do not mean about browsing your browsing or surfing internet. I talk about your communication when it comes to your internet. That is through your emails or through your chatting. All right. So netiquette basically, we're talking about your email etiquettes or we're talking about your chatting etiquette.